Hey, you guys. All right, you guys. So, I've decided to go ahead and get this year started off with a little bit of a documentary. Now, for those of you who know me, you know I'm not much of a producer or director, but I'm willing to learn. And for those of you who know me, you know I'm pretty much of a smart girl and I'll figure it out. But at any rate, my name is Toy with the T, and for those of you that do follow me, you know I have a show on DKM Radio. Now, um, Toy with the T, my real name is Latoya Fluker. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. I'm 42 years old, no kids, I'm not married. Just like the last of the Mohicans over here, of the women with no kids and married. But I do want kids and I do want to get married. Just got kind of caught up because I worked in food for a long time. And I don't know, I just kind of enjoyed my life. And it was like I went to sleep when I was 34, and when I woke up, I was 40. Go figure. I'm in school right now for my master's. I do a radio show on DKM Radio called Toy with the T. I try to make it in the mornings for the Morning Glow with Raheem Ajame on DKM Radio in the Morning Glow. But I'm basically just, I'm still trying to find my way. I've been in food for so long and just knew that's where I was going to be. And it was like one day, literally, I heard God talking to me. Well, literally, I don't know. I think I've always kind of had conversations and channeling and stuff with God, like kind of did, but didn't know, but kind of did and wasn't sure. Like it didn't click, but it kind of knew. I don't know. It's weird. It's just kind of hard to explain. But at any rate, um, had some experiences. I don't know. Took them for granted. Only thing I can say is I was deceived. Um, but basically, in a nutshell, I got to a point where I got really, really sick. Grady sent me home with internal bleeding. Hospital in Jacksonville. I don't know. He said I needed an endoscopy. It was just really weird moments. Like my boyfriend's friend, girlfriend died, and she went to the hospital with a stomach ache. I don't know. Just really weird. I don't know. And that just kind of like started my experience. Um, the experience is kind of a long story. I like to call it kind of a God change. I don't know. I guess you can compare it to being saved, but for me, it was like a God change because previously in the past, I had done steps to be saved and did it more than once, but I don't know. Seared thinking had me doing things that I knew wasn't right, but I don't know, kind of abusing the authority in which I think that God gave me. I think the reason why I called it a God change is because I literally feel like God came and took over. Like it was a literal intervening, like, of realms and worlds. And I don't know, it's a change. I guess it's an awakening. Everyone experiences that. Some people, show things differently, maybe in the way they dress, maybe in the way they act. For me, don't get me wrong, it was totally weird. Totally different trying to relearn things that we've already been taught and learned. It's like being dumbed down. But I don't know. I don't know. I just think more or less it's like a God change, and I think that these are situations that we probably need to talk about because it can be a bit scary. And with my past, I just think it need to be well explained. So when I say my past, I mean that before, well, up until the point I got sick and basically got diagnosed with internal bleeding, I was probably suicidal for a very long time, long amount of years, probably from, I don't know, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 to 39. I think the thing that kept me going was that, decent looking, decent shape, dressed nice, good job, decent family, everything was decent. And I had previously attempted suicide when I was in high school. Never really sought treatment for it, but I just knew that wasn't the way. I just knew with me, like, again, when I tell you I've had experiences with God and it was different, I had always felt like after the first time I took a whole bunch of pills, it didn't work out right. I had to like get my stomach pumped. It was the worst thing ever. I said, no, I'm not gonna do that again. But it was like I instantly knew like if I would jump off of a building, I would literally like just be scrunched up, walking around, serving the rest of my time on this planet. And I totally did not want to take that chance. So I was like, no, suicide is just totally not the way for me. But it did not take away the fact that I lived and harbored those feelings. And I just think that this memoir, this journal, this diary can help others. And I don't know, maybe, stand a group that would potentially um, get women to stick together and kind of help each other through tough times. So basically, going through the God change, it totally cool. Um, a lot of the things that were revealed to me, again, that I think was directly from God, and He started to speak for me from the inside. It was a really big challenge to think that I wasn't crazy. What would people say? What people think? And it was very challenging to speak up, very hard, But again, the Bible's true to what it says. God is a gentleman, which He always is. And he just basically took his time, and eventually I got to the point where I was able to stand strong, speak up, and say this, But very, very, very challenging fight and struggle. And as we go into the series, I'll be more descriptive with some of the experiences, so that way, if people have ever had these things happen, then maybe they'll know how to gauge it. Um, you know, Suicide is a really broad issue, even though we try to act like it's not a broad issue. Um, no one thing can really just push you over the edge, but I do know a lot of the underlying factors, and my situation had to do with abuse and mistreatment. Very rarely are the happy people ones that's committing suicide. It's normally when some kind of tragedy or trauma ensues. Even if it's just in the mind. And again, I want these memoirs and videos to be things to help people know that whatever it is that they're going through, it's in the mind. And if we can just accomplish and conquer and change the mind, then we'll be able to go to new levels and new heights. Well, one of the things that I want to start off by doing is, like I said, is that I want to start making sure that I map out and record my steps so that way I can hold myself accountable. And I'm just hoping that even if it only helps one person, it helps them be accountable and just kind of keep me on schedule. Because, like, in my mind, society has done a great job of making me feel like what I should do on a daily basis. But now that I feel like I am what I consider to be awakened, now I'm trying to find out what I need to do in my days, but I'm in today's society. Don't get me wrong. Even though I've been awakened, it does not mean that I want to go live back in the bush in Africa or Zimbabwe. With the lions, tigers, and bears on my. I'm totally not saying that. I love America. I love where I'm from. I love, the issues that I go through. It is what it is. I'd rather be chased by these lions over here by being chased by the real ones any day, So my awakening does not necessarily lead me back on the road to Africa, but my awakening has put me in a position, I think, to be able to make different choices and decisions. And accomplish, or at least attempt to accomplish, some things that I figured out or might have felt that I was too old for. And dealing with God, it was like He gave me an offer. Like, I don't know, it's weird. And again, in this series, we'll go over it. But ultimately, it was like, if you give me 1 year of your life, whatever number you thought you would come up with, you would he would blow out the water. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be telling you guys that, but I mean, no, it was literally like it was a deal. And it took some time even for me to eventually surrender. I thought I had already surrendered, but no. And it took me some time, and I don't know. It was like, that's what He said. If you give me 1 year of your life, whatever amount of money you thought you would make, I would blow out the water. And I was already a big thinker. Wait a minute, Lord. Did you say whatever number I thought I had said I wanted? You had said you gonna blow that out the water? So you mean to tell me that I can change my M's to B's? Change my millions to B's? Let's go. And then it just ensued this whole other adventure that is just boy, I thought the other side of life was fun. What? What does it feel like to have a God change? I literally feel like David, Moses, Noah, Jesus, Mary, Joseph. No, really deep. You experience and identify things that you notice that you've had the capability to do for a long time, and it's just when society dumbed you down, you kind of lost your power and ability that God really gave you. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a genie in a bottle. And it's like when they take your power, or when you, they don't really take it because it's still there. I think that's why they kill us, because they know it's still there. It's in there, but it's just like buried. And that's like what it's like. It's just like finding out you're a Clark Kent. That's the best way I can describe it. I mean, to me, like, I cannot watch a superhero movie. I just cannot. I can't. I just feel like as soon as I see them doing something, I'm gonna be trying to run on the walls too. I just cannot. Like, that's how hyped I am. But no, I think the best part about it is that I do have challenges and struggles and heartaches and pains. You know, even now in my relationship, heartaches and pains on a daily basis. But I don't know. It's just different. Yeah, so my intention is, ladies, a couple of things I want to drop out to people is because I do some of everything, and one of these things is going to eventually pay off. Flow Ladies Only. Flow Ladies Only. It's a page on Facebook. Go check it out. If you're not on Facebook, then we're going to have to double back at another page, and we'll get you there eventually. Second thing, Toya with the T. That's my show. Told you guys my real name in the beginning. If not, I hope I did not make that mistake. But if I did, I'll leave it. If I didn't, I'll probably put that in another clip. But Toy with the T, as you guys know, Fridays at 5, DKM Radio, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We broadcast in 58 countries. Oh yeah, the ABE network. Can't forget about that. A network that I am the proud baby, mini, small crumb of an inch, partial owner of, which I'm so super proud of. Really just getting started. I'm going to tell you guys more, but I figure, you know what? When I look at the Bill Gates story and when I look at the Tyler Perry story and look at the Oprah Winfrey story, all of them got stories. None of them never filmed it. I know what God said. I know what He promised me. So I figured, why don't I film it? Nothing can stop me. I'm on the way up. Yeah, I said I'm gonna film it. Um, of course, God is a good God. I don't know where I should start. I'm really trying to let Him lead me right now. And TBN is on. Okay, so let me tell you guys. So after I got sick, right, and I noticed how crazy I was. I was terrible. Any of you guys out there that know me from before, so sorry for all those terrible things I done. I'm working on that, getting better at it. Totally sorry, but I got you. But quite a struggle. Gone through some things. Started off with whispers in my ear, really good paying job. COO came to see me. Really good part time thing. Just great. And I promise you guys, first time I can remember hearing the audible voice. Toya, quit this job. You know you want to help people. What? Lies you tell. What is that? I think I must have struggled with that for about a good 3 weeks. Toya, you know you want to help people. You gonna quit this job. Swat, swat, swat. No, 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 no. That is not the Lord. The Lord giveth, not taketh away. No, that's not you telling me that. I must have struggled with that for about a good 3, maybe 4, maybe even 6 weeks. Might have even been 2 months. Who knows? Really good money. Struggled. Ooh, you guys don't know. It was like he came a third time. Be careful. If he speaks to you twice, 3 times out of 3, he's coming the third time. And you're gonna deliver whether you like it or not. Just prepare. Don't resist. And yep, third time. Toya. Girl. Now you know you wanna do bigger and better things and you wanna help people, you better quit this job. Wait a minute, the devil is a liar. The devil is a liar and that truth ain't in him. What do you mean? That's not the Lord. Hmm. Yes, it was too, y'all. At any rate, let me tell y'all what he did. He took everything. So what happened was, okay, eventually, yeah, I did quit the job to get something else, and that didn't work. And it was like health just started to take a downward decline. And then I don't know, I just started losing stuff. Car, house, everything. It's just like the water just came and washed it all away. But I'm still here. That's what it felt like. And that's what happened. I do remember this, you guys. I remember when Trump became president, I was extremely mad. And I was like, no. And it was like, God said, why are you mad? You can be president too now. And I thought to myself, yeah, you're right. I'm not mad anymore. I didn't think anything else about it. I remember going to my dude and saying, I'm just terrible, aren't I? He's like, what? I'm like, oh, I'm just such a terrible girlfriend, and I just get on your nerves. You just can't stand me. Can I just give you pretty hair? And he looked at me and he said, "You know what? I ain't gonna lie, you do give me hell." I like, you know what? I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me. Something is wrong. I'm crazy. And it just, I don't know, you guys. It just kind of snowballed from there. Oh, something else I remember. Okay, so yeah, after I got sick, my memories not that good, but whatever. Um, I remember praying about my stomach because I'm 42. Not like I haven't tried to have a baby. I've done everything you guys have done. Went to hospitals, doctors. The last Chinese doctor that I went to, she was totally not with the foolishness that the doctors do. And I really feel like she was really 100. And she's like, "No, you're fine. Like, I don't see anything wrong. I think it's just not your time. It's just not God's time. Like, God is literally trying to tell you no until I say so." Okay, so left that alone. Um, but I made a prayer that my womb be healed. You know, I remember something else. Early one morning, I'm not an early morning person. I think this was before Donald Trump became president, probably like Novemberish, Decemberish. The movie War Room came on early, super early in the morning, 6 o'clock, and I never forget that was like the absolute first time ever I had the feeling that God was talking to me through that movie. I think our relationship was really rocky at that time. I'm not even going to talk about that yet. We'll talk about that later because that's just going to make me frustrated. But yeah, I remember those things. Remember getting sick. Remember downward decline. I'm telling you, I was out here. Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. I was going down, y'all. I remember I was writing a book. I remember I had made a presentation for this program to like help the community. Like I remember bits and pieces, and it was like after that, I don't know. I just got wiped out. I remember going to work one day, sticking my arm through the car to get some keys out and getting stuck. And this guy came out of nowhere at like 6 o'clock in the morning and helped me get out of the car. And I don't know where he went after that. But I remember having a blood clot on my arm. I don't know, you guys. I just remember going down daily, 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 daily. Really wasn't a good look. But anyway, I remember surrendering. I remember the day after I was talking to my guy and I was like, "Yeah, I'm terrible." And he's like, "Yeah, you do give me hell." And I broke down, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry for being so terrible. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't understand." He was like, "No, no, it's okay. I can take it." He was probably cheating by then. He was cheating by then. But, psh, the monster that I was, good googly moogly. Cheated by then. He should have been, I ain't gonna go there. Remember him saying he can take it. And I don't know. I remember Valentine's Day. Something happened. He didn't answer his phone. I called and called and called. He didn't answer his phone. I was like, "He's with a woman." "You're with a woman." "No, if I was with somebody, would I be answering the phone?" Whatever it was, didn't believe it. I remember going back home. He's probably going to kill me for this one if he sees this. I remember meeting one of my friends and specifically telling him I did not want to have sex. And I remember laying on this man's chest absolutely all night long with no shirt on, chest to chest, and absolutely did nothing. And he was a very, 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 very handsome man. I should have been all over him. But mental illness had really set in, and we'll talk about that later too. But yeah, he did that. I love him so much for that. I remember going home, getting getting ready to get dressed, getting ready to get GQ up, and was like, you know what? Whatever. Forget him. I'm about to go get me a basketball player. I'm finna get GQ money. Let's go get it. Boom. And I don't know. I went to like step across the threshold, and I like saw life flash before my eyes. It was weird. Literally flashes of peace and happiness and children that were grown and thrones and really, really, really weird. Now that I think about it, just happiness, enjoy, and feeling like I'm gonna be missing that if I continue doing what I was doing. And then I remember turning around because I don't ever remember, like, as long as I have been alive, I don't ever remembering experiencing that kind of joy. But I knew that if I didn't make a change, I would never experience that kind of joy. And I didn't want to do that. And my only other option was to immediately fall on my knees and bend down and scream, I surrender. So trust me, when they say every knee will bow, my God is mighty and powerful, honey. And if you're a human being that He created and not no clone baby, test tube baby, or any kind of other baby that didn't come from God, when He get at you, every knee gonna bow and you ain't gonna be able to do nothing about it. But at any rate, don't ask me how many years it's been. It's been 3. Still haven't gotten together. But I will tell you, He sends me a daily reminder to keep on going. I will tell you, there have been countless amounts of times where it's like He sent me to go someplace and people deliberately just didn't do what He told them to do. And I know He told them to do that, but like because it was me, they didn't do it. And they're going to pay for that. But neither here nor there. Stay diligent when God tell you to do something. Prayer and meditation, and we're going to talk about that later. But this is just the first part of the show. At any rate, what I went and done is I went and got a basket from the dollar store, and I went to the dollar store and I got mad little dollar books and the mad little dollar pens. And what I do is I take my little dollar books and my little dollar pens and I write down my goals and dreams and aspirations. Year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 year, overall. That's just me. Might not necessarily achieve all of those things, but I like to have them. I like to doodle in them. I like to write my dreams and ambitious things I want to do. And then we'll transport that to the vision board because you got the vision in. But that's what I would like for you guys to do. That part is just the beginning of my story. I hope it interests you. I'm going to make another intro introducing this intro. I'm going to try to go ahead and upload my stuff. Probably make a commercial for Toya with the T, maybe. I don't know. I need to figure this out. But in the meantime, what I'm going to ask you guys to do, or if you like, maybe you want some special edition Toya with the T books, pens, and things like that. If you do need that, I got you. But I suggest just go to the dollar store because my stuff gonna be more expensive than the dollar store. Now don't get me wrong now, honey. It's gonna have extra love, extra luck, and I'm gonna drag you all the way to the top with it in the spirit, honey. And if you come run up on my shop and you at the door and you let them know you got my stuff, I'm gonna let you come holler at your girl and we're gonna come up with something. But until we can make that happen, go to the dollar store, get your little dollar book, write down your dreams and aspirations. The next time we talk, we're going to sit down and come up with some tips and ways on how we can be more effective in our future. Right? The next episode, we're going to talk a little bit more about my experience and my journey to the top. I think I'm going to name the episode As We Rise because it's going to be a few of us. But no, just going to talk about what happened over the 3 years, my ordination as a minister, my struggles that I'm still having, where I'm going to wind up going. And I don't know how maybe you guys can help keep me accountable and stay on my butt. Okay? Okay. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you're interested. Like. Subscribe. Don't forget, go to my other pages. Holla at your girl, Toya with the T. Thank you guys. Good night. Bye.